Hey, everybody, what's going on? This is Scott the Steamroller Steen, and I am joined by somebody you may have never seen on a video before. Unless you're a horse racing fan, I'm happy to be with him here to talk about a great new thing at Winners and Whiners. It is our senior editor over at winnersandwhiners.com. It is the one, the only Andrew Champagne. What's up, buddy?
It is very fortunate that there's only one of me. If there were more than one of me, we may have some problems in the universe. But really happy to be here on the Winners and Whiners Survivor Showdown, something new that we're trying on our YouTube channel. If you're new to us, you like what we do, go on down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and for a limited time on winnersandwhiners.com, use the promo code SURVIVOR for 20% off any products on the site. It's a big time of year, of course, obviously, and we're trotting out some new stuff for it. So hope you like it.
Look at that. This guy's a pro, hitting all the promo stuff right up the front so I don't forget about it. He's not only a pro, it's like he's done videos with me before. So
once or twice I've done videos before. I didn't just fall off a truck recently.
Very nice. I love the name. See, I had to like take my boring last name and come up with something goofy. And so I'm the Steve. You have an automatic cool name already built in.
So fun fact really quickly, I went to high school with an Andrew Beer. We had several of the same classes at Kingston High School in Kingston, New York. Substitute teachers would come in and do roll call. At least one time this happened. Andrew Beer, here. Andrew Sham. Is this a joke? No.
Excellent. What's the best joke you've heard about your name? I know you've heard them. I don't want to bore you with a bunch of my bad ones. So what's the best one you've heard?
So I've seen every misspelling and I've heard every mispronunciation. The one thing that stands out as being funny is partially funny because it comes from someone I do not like at all whatsoever. But there was once and one time only he was funny, and he called me Andrew High Life, as in Miller, the High Life of Beers. Yeah. So yeah, it was not one of my fondest moments, but I will admit I laughed at that one.
Can you not say you can't really be Champagne if you were born in New York, since you weren't born in France? You have to be like Andrew Sparkling Wine.
I've heard Andrew Sparkling Wine before. That was one that one of my other friends decided to use once or twice for a couple of references on Twitter that only about 7 people would ever understand the meaning of. But c'est la vie as far as the last name goes. You open yourself up to a fair bit.
Very nice, very nice. It's great to have you here. I know you're a big horse racing fan. You're a big football guy. We are in a full disclosure. We're in a fantasy football league together that you set up for some of the Winners and Whiners employees. So that's going to be fun. A lot of smack talking. But we're going to do some smack talking in this baby, and this is going to be open to everybody. It is the Winners and Whiners Survivor Contest. You'll see it. There it is, right there below. And we are super excited about it, and we're super excited about it for you. Number one, we're excited for a very good reason, because everybody that enters is going to get a $5 site credit for winnersandwhiners.com to spend as they see fit. No obligation, no BS. It's just $5 in your account, and you can get yourself some premium plays, do whatever you want with it. That's just our thanks to you for joining and making this fun. We're running it through ESPN.com. Why? Because I don't want to keep a spreadsheet. Andrew doesn't want to keep a spreadsheet. Nobody wants to do that. And some of the other sites, you know what? There might be some good ones. There might be some better ones. I trust ESPN. I've run a lot of my stuff through them. So that's what we're doing. That's the name of the contest right there. I'm using my mouse, like they're going to be able to see it. That's the name of the contest right there. When you go to ESPN, do the fantasy tab, and they say join the Eliminator contest is how they is how they describe it. It's the Eliminator contest, and then you're going to look for Winners and Whiners Survivor contest, and you are going to be able to go there. It's not password protected. It is open to the public. Everybody is free to join. So there you go. I'm excited. Are you a Survivor guy? Have you had a lot of success doing Survivor contests?
Yeah, I've had a fair amount of success over the last several years in a couple of different work leagues. It's a lot of fun. There's so much strategy that's involved. Do you take the Super Bowl favorite week 1 when they're a 2-touchdown favorite, or do you keep them in your pocket? Also, one thing I will tell you, regardless of whatever Survivor or Eliminator pool you're playing in, read the rules first. Know whether it's a single elimination or double elimination thing. Know if you can reuse teams. Usually you can't. Know if you're playing against the spread or straight up. Know what game you're playing as you're signing up, because that can, of course, affect your picks on a week-to-week basis. And nobody wants to be the person who loses when they think they win.
Oh, No, and the only person you want to be less than that is the guy who has to tell him.
Right,
The
for
guy who
sure.
has to
You
write
don't
that
want
email
to
or
be
make
in
that.
the
Yeah,
vicinity of that person either.
absolutely right. So that's a great that's a great thing to make sure that you know the rules, make sure we're playing against the spreads, all that stuff. I would love to tell you all the information on it. I don't know. I played standard basic rules. I will be the first to admit I didn't read them. Here's what I'm assuming. I know. Yes, I know. Did you read the rules? Did you happen to look at them?
Who's got time to read the rules, man? We got to gamble here.
So
Here's the guy who just said know the rules.
It's great advice that we're giving you.
We're trying. I mean, one thing that I will say though is we will be here every week.
Yep.
We'll be dropping these on Wednesday evening or Thursday mornings, one of the two. So you'll be able to look at all the injury reports and look at all the schedules, and also be able to look at our stuff before any pools lock. Some pools will lock on Thursdays, some pools will lock on Sundays. Again, serious note, kidding aside, know when your pools lock, know when you need to make your picks by. But either way, whether they lock on Thursday or on Sunday mornings, you'll be able to watch our thoughts every week, Wednesday night or Thursday morning, or right up to kickoff on Thursdays, to be able to see what we think, see which games we're keeping an eye on. And we'll also be recapping the previous week's action as well, especially if there's significant movement in the Winners and Whiners Survivor Contest, which again, you can sign up at the link in the description. All the information you need will be down there.
And when you say significant movement in the Winners and Whiners contest, you mean when one of us loses?
I just more so mean carnage in general.
Okay.
Because there was one game a year or two ago where Tampa Bay was a massive favorite and wound up getting beat. It was the first sign that maybe Tom Brady was starting to lose some tread off the tires.
Fair.
Everybody's got a story like that. There was a Thursday night game with the Bears where Justin Fields went absolutely crazy. Burned me. That was, I believe, the day Dick Butkus died. Fun fact, ghosts are undefeated.
That is I think you're half right. That is fun. I'm not sure if that's a fact, but it is a.
Hey, if you want to worry about pissing off the ghost, Scott, you go right ahead. I'm right behind you, buddy.
I'm far behind you, and I'm turning the other direction, ready to run away, but I am behind you. So, all right. And so we're going to talk about, we'll talk about what we played. Like Andrew said, we'll talk about the big upsets because those are sure to sting a bunch of people. Will we talk about our plays going forward? Are you going to tell people what we have already, or
I'd be okay with whatever. If people want to hear from us as far as the dead-on plays that we have, I'm okay with that.
All
if you're playing, go on down below into the comments, interact with us. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know anything you'd want to see on a show like this. We are nothing if not open to feedback from you, the consumer of our content, who we greatly appreciate. So by all means, if you've got any thoughts, any questions you'd like us to tackle, fire away. Our first show for week 1 will be coming up next week. So if there's anything that you'd like us to tackle or any question you have with regard to survivor pools or anything else, don't be a stranger.
That's right. That's right. And I know everybody wants to know what we're giving away. What's the prizes? That's the one piece of information we haven't finalized yet. We know one of the things we want to give away, and we do have approval on this. We are going to be giving away a spot on the Winners and Whiners handicapping staff, and we're going to giving an opportunity to one person to sell their picks on our site.
That's a good one. That's a big one.
It's it could turn into unlimited money. It could be more money than we could possibly give you. You get hot, you've got the exposure. We'll put you out there. You'll sell picks, I promise. So that's going to be at least one. That's going to be at least one of the prizes. And the prize, number one, everybody gets a prize for signing up. Everybody gets the $5 site credit, so that's a good deal. But we'll have some cool stuff. Even if Andrew and I have to stay up all night with the t-shirt press, we're gonna put some swag together.
I don't know if that's in my contract, Scott.
Absolutely. You're going to, again, read the rules. I can't stress this enough.
I think there's somebody in Vegas that we might be able to press into service.
Oh, there you go.
Waka, waka. This is also going to be a great or a horrible source for dad jokes throughout the football season, folks. You've been warned.
100%. Yes. And I think a lot of people are good with that. And by the way, Andrew, I now have official approval from both sources.
There we go.
So, yes. We are good to go. Everything that I've told you is accurate, and you'll know that because we didn't have to re-record and not talk about any of it. So congratulations. We're going to have a lot of fun this year. This is going to be great. We have never done this before. We've done some fantasy leagues. By the way, Tom Macrino, Rye Cape, as you may know him, over from the Discord channel, he's putting together a fantasy football contest for all the Discord people. So if you haven't joined the Winners and Whiners Discord, get your butt over there. Sign up for Discord. It's a very cool place. If you're walking around your life going, I wish I could find like just more degenerate gamblers to talk like sports betting about. My wife doesn't want to hear it. My kids, this is the spot for you. Go over to the Discord. It is nonstop, 24 hours. What do you think of this quarterback prop for Middle Tennessee State? They've got it all over there. So if you're missing some degens in your life, that's the spot to go. While you're there, sign up for the Winners and Whiners Fantasy Football Contest. What else you got, buddy?
I mean, that's pretty much it for me. I mean, if you're interested in my opinions on anything from Survivor football to horse racing to really bad dad jokes, you can find me on Twitter or X or whatever the heck we're calling it at Andrew Champagne. Scott, I know you've got a presence over on Twitter and X as well. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Steenroller, just spelled just like it is right there in the description beneath my lovely picture right here in the video. Andrew, we also, I gave you a little hard time because you wrote an article for Winners and Whiners not too long ago. I called you Captain Wet Blanket for telling us.
Hang on, I got one of those here just in case I need it. It's a towel, but it's close enough.
About why betting on the Little League World Series was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Boo!
Yeah, I'm literally the worst for suggesting that people shouldn't be betting on 12-year-olds and people acting like 12-year-olds. Seriously, folks, don't do that. Just don't do that. You do that, you're on an offshore site, and offshore sites can get shady. Just don't go there.
And that does bring me to an actual serious point. There's a lot of great content. Since you've come over, Andrew, you've done a really nice job of like building up the library, what we call evergreen content, articles that are very, very helpful for sports betting in general, some specific to particular sports. So you can find that. How can they find that over at Winners and Whiners, Andrew? If they're just over there getting the prediction articles every day, how can they find the stuff of you and your staff?
So the easiest way to do that is you go to winnersandwhiners.com, you add a /betting, and that'll bring you to our news feed that has anywhere between 6 and 8 articles every day. Yes, we're talking about sports betting promos for those who haven't signed up yet, but we've also got a bunch of really cool news content that I'm very proud of that we've built up. We're keeping a very close eye on the Missouri sports betting scene, which, Scott, I know you're keeping a close eye on too. That, of course, going to a vote in November. Fingers, toes, and eyes all crossed on that after years of Denny Hoskins being an absolute jerk about the issue. Also looking at a couple of other states as well in the near future. Georgia's been very close a couple of years in a row. Minnesota's been close a couple of years in a row. We'll see what happens with my home state of California in the next couple of years, but not betting the house on that coming anytime soon. But the important thing, winnersandwhiners.com/betting for news, information, any sort of info you want on promo codes and matchups in certain sports. We've got you covered.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Florida and California got some tribal issues, but your state sucks when the guy from California and New York knows who one of your state senators is, and absolutely true. Denny Hoskins and his video lottery terminals has been gumming up the works for sports betting for the last 4 years in Missouri.
The good thing is, even if Missouri does not approve sports betting in 2024, in 2025, Denny Hoskins will not be in his chair in the Senate.
He's termed out,
unlimited. Yeah. So it is going to be a very popular topic of conversation. That's not a certainty. Things can absolutely happen. But the fact that a chief obstructionist is not there cannot be a bad thing.
100%. That's it. You think this guy doesn't drill down. He knows more about my state politics of the state I live in than I do. Almost. If it wasn't for this particular issue, I have followed this closely. But yeah, everything he says is absolutely true. So 2025, here we come. I think we'll get it done this year.
Fingers crossed, man. Toes and eyes too.
Beautiful. All right, Andrew, thanks very much for being here. Once again, you guys use the promo codes that are going to pop up right there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, use the promo code Survivor. 20% off any premium product over at Winners and Whiners. Andrew and I, get used to it, baby. We're going to be here every week talking about this Survivor contest, rewarding great prizes, talking about who's going to be doing what. And, I'm excited to get the season rolling. Bring on the football already. Let's go. For me, for Andrew, you guys have a great week. Thanks for joining us. I'm looking forward to a fantastic season. We'll see you next Wednesday. Take care, everybody.